talking like they politicians and choose to be in a...
What up, people? What's going on? What's going on? So check this out. Has AB5 passed? How many of you guys know that they wrote it into law, which it looks like it passed on January 1st, 2020? During the CV situation, when everybody's all looking to the right, when everybody's looking about, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We got to stay alive. We need this. We need that. And here they snuck in California, and look what they did. They took advantage of the situation. Isn't that what governments normally do? Take advantage of situations? I'm just asking for a friend. It's so crazy how when something's going on, some people just don't do their homework to figure out really what's going on before they speak on it. Now, I ain't perfect. Now, I'm probably going to mess up on some of this video. But anyway, as you can read right here, it was April 1st, 2021 is when this came down. And check out this next page. So AB5 is here, people. AB5 is here. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. All the lease people leasing on the companies and all that. Everybody's going to, I'll say a lot of people are going to say, oh my gosh, it's over. It's over, SoCal. I'm done. I'm done, SoCal. I got to be back as a company driver. I don't know if my video's not getting out. I don't know what's going on. But I keep telling you guys the solution. But nobody's listening. There's always a way around something, man. When they create these laws, they always make sure there's like 100 different ways legally around the laws for their buddies when they pass these laws. Now, I get it. The trucking community is frowned upon. The trucking community, we're just a bunch of dumbasses. And I get it. It's like the saying, those dumbass truck drivers, right? You remember the saying? I get it. I understand. But that's not all of us, And so yeah, AB5, from what I see, has passed, and it's here. They haven't enforced it yet. They haven't enforced it yet. I think they're trying to let a little bit of, grass grow around the sign first before they slap people in the face with it. And I think with the CV situation and what's going on, even though they passed it while everybody was looking left or everybody was looking right, I think they're waiting to the right time to strike with that. Now, I'm going to make this as clear as I possibly can. Okay? As clear as I possibly can. Even though AB5 is here, does not mean if you're leased onto a company, you're out of business. Now let me run that back one more time. Just for the slow ones. For the slow ones. Just because AB5 is here does not mean you're out of business, people, if you're leased on with a company. I don't think an LLC is going to hold water to it. If you have an LLC, I don't know, you might be screwed. But as far as an S-corporation, you are a Inc. You're a business, right? So when they're speaking about a business entity, business to business, that's what they're talking about. S-corp, C-corp, something like that. That's what they're talking about. So what I would advise anybody, and I could be wrong at this, I gotta get a gazillion things in the comments, and I could be wrong because this is new, right? This is new. Just because it's in law, it's still kind of gray area of what they respect as a business, right? They might come back and be like, Well, if you're an LLC, even though an LLC doesn't separate you from the business, they might still say LLC is good enough. But I believe in if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. And, I always plan on worst case scenario. So, worst case scenario, go get the S-corp. Go do it now. You guys all want to wait until everybody runs to the right side, to when everybody's running to go get this S-corp, for you guys to say, oh, okay, well, must be right. Everybody else is doing it. But the only problem about that is when everybody else is doing it, you're going to have to wait 3 or 4 months for your processing for your S-corp, because everybody's doing it. It's flooded, right? Right now, it hasn't happened yet. People want it right. You get to sneak and go left. You get to change your LLC to an S-corp, and nobody even knows. Move in silence. Is this making sense? That way, when you have an S-corp, if you're John Doe Trucking, you use that and you're leased on to Prime or Swift or whatever. That's business to business. But AB5 is here, people. Didn't think they're gonna, pass it and sneak it during the little CV-19 when nobody's paying attention. But hey, that's how sneaky this government people can be at times, right? Isn't that what they do? When everybody's running away from the house fire, they run into the smoking building to pass one more law since nobody showed up. Isn't that the kind of sneaky crap they like to do? Nobody even knew that stuff even passed. Now it's written into the law as of January 1st, 2020. I mean, there's some modifications in there, people. There is some modifications. Do your due diligence. There is some modifications. And I really don't think the AB5 was really towards truck drivers. I think it was more towards DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, stuff like that. But why is that anyway? Let's talk on it for a second. Why is that? Why is that? Well, if you get a lot of people they're supposed to be in business for themselves, but they don't understand what an independent contractor is about being in business for yourself, and they start crying like an employee, and people get confused, the government's got to step in. The government's got to step in and help them out. And that's what this did with AB5. Now, I know exactly what you guys are saying. You're screwed, SoCal. That's only in California. You better be ready, because I think the unions have their hand in this AB5 situation, and I don't think the unions are only in California. So California is always just, as they call it, breaking the ground, right? Breaking the ground, breaking the surface. It all starts in California. So why don't you guys look at California so you know what might possibly happen in your state? Might not, but wouldn't you like to be ready? See, if you wait until something hits your state, where the whole state's got to get ready, now you got to wait in line. And the people that know me, I don't like waiting in lines. I like to go somewhere where I'm all by myself, where I don't got to wait in no line. What person are you going to be? So, you saw the screenshot what I did in the beginning of this video. It shows AB5 is here. It shows it passed. It shows it's written in law as of January 2020. So what's your next move? You guys know about it now. We're going to ignore it. Move along, people. Move along. Nothing to see here. Move it along. If we ignore it, we act like it's not here, it won't affect us at all. Let's just move it along. People, get ready. Quit playing with yourself. So, me, myself, everybody's going to say, what about you, SoCal? Well, all my stuff are S-corps. I never did LLC. I have a business mindset. I like to separate from my company. So I stay working for my companies, and my companies work for me. Any questions about this AB5? If you do, don't ask me. Google it and find out for yourself. This is not an AB5 teaching video, let me tell you all about it video. This is a video to let you know that it's here and you got time to make some changes to your company. You got time to do your due diligence to find out what it's about, and you got time. This is an awareness video. Now you are aware of what's going on. Does that make sense? Now, how long is the next question? How long until they start talking about it, until it's everywhere? How long? Who knows? You might have a whole entire year before they even bring it up, that it even passed, and before it written into law. You might have at least a whole year. With this CV-19 situation, all this stuff going on, I really think that the government wants to hinder all of us. And first it's CV-19, and now it's this other one, and then, after this other one, it's going to be this other one, and then after that one, it's going to be this other one. I think they're going to just keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. Because I think the government believes that if they can't beat us, they can at least scare us, right? Isn't that the tactics they like to use? If they can't beat you, let's scare you. I get it. I understand. Some people lost their lives, man, and it's sad, man, and rest in peace to those individuals. Even I lost somebody during the CV-19 situation. But we can't keep shutting down the country. We can't keep doing all that stuff. So just think about that. Think about that, people. We can't shut down the country no more. We can't do none of that stuff. Well, I gotta go. So what have you learned from this video, people? What have you learned? You learned the AB5 is here. It's written in the law in California. And all I gotta do is go get an S-corp, and you're good. So if you're with a company, you're a sole proprietor or an LLC, just go ahead, get the corporation started, get that S-corp going, and then whatever company you're leased to, say, hey guys, I need to change over to this S-corp just in case this AB5 comes back to haunt us. That's it, guys. That's simple. $600, whatever it is, $800, and guess what? Your problems go away. All right. Well, I'm out of here. Take it easy, guys, and I'm just here to educate.